What's up, y'all? It's your boy M here. So I want to talk about, guys. Don't do too much. You know, in our current world, man, we work and we do a lot of things. Especially in America, we have a high productivity, right? But you never see the amount of money that you would like to see come out of that. You help build corporations. You help at your job. You build customer relations. You're friendly in the environment, you work with your colleagues, and you try the best that you can possibly do. But it comes to a point that sometimes you just gotta do the right amount, which I think is just don't do too much. Only time you probably should go more into something is something that's gonna benefit you. Yes, you're gonna do your job at work and do the best you can do, but I'm talking about outside of work. I'm talking about those hobbies that you always wanted to do. I'm talking about those side projects you want to get into. I'm talking about if you have friends and family that you enjoy being with, you want to put more into those things because those things, are going to bring you more joy. Everything else, man, that we've been taught to do, go to work, go to school, you know, some of it, you're not getting that much out of it. You work with people that you're not too sure that like you. You work with people that probably despise their own their own selves, or they don't like the people around them, and they just come with a bad energy or bad vibe. And some of those things that you want to kind of avoid and stay away from. And that's why it's very important to build your own stuff, right? It kind of reminds me of a tiger. A tiger is an independent creature, right? It uses the ecosystem around it to get its food, to live off of, and to enjoy itself, and it learns how to hunt. In many ways, we have to be like that in our modern society to figure out how are you going to hunt and gain more pleasure out of doing that without more people being involved in your craft, right? And so when I mean like in your craft is like things that you want to get involved in that doesn't have too many hands in it. You don't have to take on too many opinions, or too many people trying to guide you. Maybe you have one or two people, who you really appreciate their advice and their knowledge, and you get a lot of out of that. That's, where I'm thinking that we all need to kind of go and bring down our lifestyle. Bringing down the lifestyle will let all these corporations know, like, listen, I'm not paying for that. I don't see the point of doing all of that. I'm not taking up any responsibilities that make no sense. And when I talk about responsibilities, I'm talking about ownership of things, buying cars and houses that you really don't need. Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen when you get it? They're going to say, oh, yeah, the value is going to go up in price and you make more money. But you just need somewhere to live and chill out and have a good environment and, stable neighbors who don't got drama. That's what most of us is looking for. We want to get the value from our craft that we have created, and the relationships we build with people that we admire, and then we get inspired by. But all this buying stuff is killing us. It's not getting us anywhere, and we're just in that continuous cycle of buying stuff that we don't need. And next, 5 years goes by, and you're like, I really need this, especially at the price point that they want you to buy it at. Absolutely, is diabolical, man. It kind of makes me think, when you're kind of looking at houses, right? You got houses for $1 million, $500,000, $300,000. You're like, why does it have to be this much? Well, most of it's just made out of simple pieces of wood and cardboard that they put houses together with. You're like, I'm pretty sure these guys can make this cheaper. but their profit margins gotta be raised up so they can make more money off of you. Although they make incredible profits, they just want more profits. And then with this inflation and the interest rate up, it's like, make everything even more harder on us when purchasing stuff. So, in my opinion, bring down that cost of living and don't do too much. That brings me to another thing. Don't take on any responsibilities with relationships right now. It doesn't make any sense. And as a guy, from a guy's point of view, you're going to have to, do more to build that. And then what if you want kids and stuff like that? That's another responsibility. And that's more opportunities being taken away from you and putting into your family. It's really hard, especially if you're not too sure of those things. That's the thing that you want. Now, if you have it, sure, you got to invest in that. But if you don't, take the opportunity to build other things. Build your hobby. Build a website. Go figure out how you can work into a tech company so you can make millions of dollars. Something that you're interested in is going to be better than right now investing in a family, which they're over overcharging all of us on, because even a family could be seen as a commodity, right? To these powerful corporations. So you want to kind of lay off of that and build the things that are going to build value and give you the opportunity to make that money. Like, invest in the stock market, going ahead and buying, stocks. Like right now, Robinhood is doing phenomenal. And right now it's going down in price. And we have all types of things going on with Bitcoin, gold, and silver. There's so many opportunities right now that are emerging that we can take advantage of. And I understand that people want to buy a house, but that right now is not the best for us. We just need to focus on things that are going to be simpler to get into, things that are not going to put too much weight on us financially, mentally, or emotionally. But that's what I got for you guys, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.